Hello, kids. This is Grandma Freeman again, and I'm moving along with this project. I'm making or sewing a dress for myself, and I had to do some alterations. The dress that I'm making is the B view there, and it's a little too short for me, so I'm trying to extended 1.5 inches. So this is the front skirt of part of the view or the dress B. And so I have it and I measured that and it's exactly 1.5 inch in all the directions. And this is um, how I did this. And I followed this instruction here, and it says to lengthen, you have to cut on the dotted line on the easy rule guide and then spread the necessary amount and tape over paper. Well, I used in kind of like a interfacing cloth paper to do it, and it is exactly, see there, it's 1.5 inches, and over here too. Okay, so that's going to bring the dress below my knees. And also I went ahead, the fold line is up here and I had to put it on the fold, and this is pinned in place. This is taped to that interfacer material underneath, and it's not too hard, it's just a little time consuming. This is actually the bottom of the skirt, and this piece right here is going to be sewn on to the bottom and it will fold up into the hem. And this part that looks like the bottom of the skirt is actually where the waistline is. And this is already, I never made the View B dress before, so I have a size 16. You can see it's 12, 14, and 16 there. It's kind of upside down now. And so that's where I can cut it right there at the cutting line. And these are going to be folds, sort of like darts. So this is the front, and so all I need to do now is cut these pieces. They're all pinned on, and this is measured right there from the edge of the fabric to the arrow. And so that makes it nice and straight, and this is on the fold line. I usually do the fold line down here where it's closer to me, but for this, what I'm doing, it worked out better if I did it that way, because I'm following this. This is for dress B, for B dress, and for size 14 to 16, this right here shows how to lay out your pattern. The piece 12 is the pocket, and I'm going to leave those out, but I still have this little piece right here. I can actually add a pocket or two pockets, I don't know, but right now I'm thinking not to. But so I have the piece 13, which is the skirt front, is right up there for the dress B. And then, but that's as far as I got, and I got these two pieces sewn on or pinned on, and I have to cut it. And I probably should pull this table out and turn it the other way so I can get more on at one time. But I'm going to cut these pieces out and pull the fabric back over and then go on to piece 3, which would be the bodice. I think it's the front bodice. And then the back of the skirt is not as wide, so I will also put that on the fold, and then just piece together exactly like they're showing me in this one. See, but this is turned around, so I still have 3, 14, 9, and 5. I'll probably do that part next, and then after that I'll do the 2, 12 I'm going to leave out. That's the pocket. I don't know. I may change my mind. And then since there's more material, this is only, I think, 3 yards, so I have a little bit more material. And I'm not putting the pockets in, so I'll have room And I did add 1.5 inches on for the front of the skirt, and I'm going to do it for the back of the skirt. In fact, I already have it prepared, so it's ready to be pinned on. Now, the one thing that didn't line up just perfectly was this part down here. You see how that's on this side right here is longer than the other side. So what I did is I took my ruler and I drew a line. Can you see the line? So I'm going to cut on that line to make it come together so there's no problem in sewing it together. And then I'll get this part down and pull the material back over the cutting board, and then go on and pin the rest in the same, using that layout that I showed you a moment ago, so that I get maximum use out of my material. So there'll be scraps. That's okay. I like scraps. I can make quilts or do quilting with that. And I still have room for a pocket there, and there'll be room over there for a pocket. So that's where I'm at now. And as you can see, sometimes there are adjustments that may be, I think shortening this dress is a lot easier because you would only fold it on that line right there. I think it's upside down. To shorten, you just fold on that line to the using that guide to how many 1 or 2 inches or less, how much more you want to add or shorten. So this is a McCall's pattern, and McCall's is a little more complicated than other like Simplicity or other patterns, and but I think I have it the way I want. I am going to have to, that's about 1/2 inch right there. I'm going to have to add another 1/2 inch there, just on that one end on this piece. And I'm going to have to add it at the top. That's about 1/4 inch, maybe a little more. And over here too. And then I don't need to there. I'll just cut it across there. And the same thing on this side. This side, I won't have to do it because that's a size 16 right there. And then, so that's the next step, is cutting this out and continuing pinning the other pieces following my layout plan. And then I will do some tailor tacks where these dots are. And I also have to cut out where these little arrows are, because this is where I pinned pieces together, and that marks it for me, so there's no problem getting it together. If there's gathering, I'll have to gather, but it's kind of complicated, but it's worth it, and this is a challenge to me, and I enjoy it. So whatever you do, I hope you enjoy it. Have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe. Bye now.